Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We are back in the Catfish, as you can see right off the nose there. It's about as catfishy looking as you're gonna get for an airplane. The Italians, well, it's not a Ferrari, but it might as well be a Ferrari of the sky or something. I don't know. It's Catfish. Hello. Thanks for coming in today. So here's the deal. We got a Virtuous A Flying Club event tonight. However, like every other Virtuous A Flying Club event, it seems, that we've had for the last, 2 to 3 years running, the weather is IFR, of course. So, although the event is meant to be done VFR and go sightseeing, like around Montauk and different parts of, Long Island and Nantucket, these are places that I am quite familiar with, that I've flown both to many times in the sim and in real life. So, because of that, I am going to fly IFR. I'm going to do a real weather IFR flight in the Catfish. I'm going to go from Nantucket to Islip. Going to do it with the real weather IFR. I'm going to kind of break in the rules of the Flying Club event since it's meant to be done VFR, but I'm the founder of the club, so I get that privilege. Now, after we get to Long Island, MacArthur, I may probably get into something smaller, adjust the weather, and then maybe we'll go and do some Bayport and some Mattatuck. Maybe. See how I'm feeling. But that's the idea that I have right now. But we're going to start in the Catfish because it's new and it's shiny and it's what I want. By the way, this is the club event that we're doing this evening. Evening in the Outer Lands. So in this case, the Outer Lands, we are considering Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Hyannis, and Block Island are the 4 potential departure airports for the club. And the arrival fields are either East Hampton, West Hampton, Brookhaven, Islip, or Republic. And so club members will be flying from east to west along those parts of the Outer Lands. So that is the event this evening. That's what I plan to do, is what I've told you guys now, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. You can see we've got the Catfish all buttoned up, and now we're going to go and get the airplane ready to fly. I am going to be looking at the checklist off on my other monitor. I'm not going to read the checklist out loud this time. I'm starting to get pretty comfortable already with the flow of getting this thing kind of started up and getting moving. So there's also a lot of things that I realize I can skip as well. So maybe not super realistic, but again, I'm more of a point and shoot kind of guy when it comes to the sim. I want to get this thing going and get flying. I know there's people that go a lot more in depth with it, which is cool, and it's awesome because this airplane does a very good job of going in depth right out of the box. There's a few things here and there that they still need to work on, but right out of the box, this thing is pretty good. Hey, thanks for coming today. So we're going to go ahead and get fired up. First thing we're going to do is going to go battery on, avionics are going to be COM 1 only. We're going to talk to Nantucket Approach on 118.2, get a clearance. Nantucket Approach, good evening. Piaggio 124, Mike Charlie, clearance to Long Island, MacArthur.
I can fly 7.
Alright, while we're waiting on that, we're going to get this thing going here. We're going to go ground. Power idle, condition lever is cut off. Fire, open these. Test fuel pumps. Good. Bleeder off. Conditions are normal. Prop area clear.
I'm going for clearance. Sorry, stand by. I'm having a technical issue.
Roger. Alright, then we'll go ahead and get started. And again, I'm going to start them both at the same time because I do not have the luxury of having the difference with the condition lever, unfortunately, in my sim. That's just kind of
831, contact Boston approach 133.30.
133 points. Okay, right through on.
I mean, I guess I technically do, so I'm going to turn this
Number
off.
124 Mike Charlie. Boston departure, good evening. Standby 1.
So then I can do this, right? Yeah, okay. So I guess I can kind of technically do one at a time. I didn't even think of it, chat, but that's what I can do. I'm an idiot. So we can start one at a time. So we are going to start one at a time.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, have your clearance advisor.
Ready, copy. Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie.
For Mike Charlie, you're cleared to the India Sierra Papa Airport via radar vectors to the Sierra Echo Yankee Leo. Actually, radar vectors for the Tango 216 airway. They're direct to maintain 2000. You can expect 10,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency with me, squawk 1351.
Alright, we are cleared to the Long Island MacArthur Airport. It's going to be radar vectors to join Tango 216. That is filed. Maintain 2000. Expect 10,000. 10 departures with you. Squawk 1351 for Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie.
Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie, Boston departure. The back here is correct. Nantucket date of presentation out. Current altimeter 3034. You can expect runway 6 for departure.
Expect runway 6 for Mike Charlie. One, 3, 5, 1. Alright, we can start the second engine now. Oh. Actually, I gotta wait till you get up. Now you can go to ground idle. Okay, there we go. I have to reset the view here. Once conviction for flight out of the GP disconnect the generator on. Narrator check, hydraulic pump on. Okay. Okay. Ground idle, generator on. Okay. Alright, would go arm the EPU, avionics switch, come on. Just lagged out there for a second. Alright. What do we got here? Environmental, that's necessary, they're good. Environmental, let's see, bleed air switches left and right. Pressurization is auto. This is going to be set for field elevation over to islip, which is essentially sea level. The altimeter currently is 3034, so this has got to come way up to like right there. That's set. Engine gyros, radios, check, set, aerodynamic computer test. All right, so we're going to tune. We're going to TRA. Go. Index. Position of NIT, flight plan, we'll go index, should be able to import the flight plan from SimBrief, execute, we're going to join the airway somewhere in this general vicinity, okay. Continue on with the checklist here. Actually, no, we're going to continue this first and then the checklist. We'll get the box set up first. So, alright, I do departure, arrival. It's going to be runway 16 out of here. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be ILS 6, most likely going to islip. Off of, let's see, probably be vectors, so we'll execute that. Perf init. We're going to the next page. What's the weather out of here? Is wind 04014. And there's a gust, but we're not worried about the gusts. Temperature is 2. The altimeter is 3034. Flaps mid, anti-ice. Anti-ice will be off, at least to start, because the ceiling's above 2,000 feet. That should be fine. So I'll send that. And then before I forget, I'm going to do the approach stuff as well, because this is a fairly short flight. The weather's probably not going to change a whole heck of a lot at islip in terms of the wind, at least. Wind 07010. The temperature is 2 as well. The altimeter there is 3028. We're going to be landing on runway 6. It's going to be a dry runway, at least I believe it's still going to be dry by the time we get there. We might be able to beat out the weather. Anti-ice is probably going to be off, but again, we'll kind of wait and see. We are going to go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of a landing factor just in case, to kind of buffer for if we're going to have the anti-ice on and all that stuff. But again, the ref and the approach should not be really affected too much, so we'll go ahead and send that as well. Actually, okay, yeah, see, it only gives me the VR. I really am not supposed to send that, but I guess it's going to be a quick flight. It's fine. It looks like the airplane's smart enough to handle that, all that information for me. So now we can continue with the checklist. We have all these test buttons here. We'll do overspeed warning test. I'm going to skip a couple of these. I'll do the stall warning test, flap test, ice detection test. All the different kinds of tests you do. Anyways, we're good there. We're not worried about that. Okay, we got the ice. Good. Alright, excellent, excellent. Let's continue on. I know I'm kind of just rushing through the checklist. Steve099, thanks for coming in today. Good evening. Alright, all the tests done. Flaps are set to mid. We can turn these guys on. EFIS test, autopilot test, we don't need to do any of these. Back doors closed, park brake release. Alright, so what we want to do is, we do want to set the trim for takeoff. That is the noise for the trim. Alright, trim set for takeoff. We'll go ahead and start event, or I'm going to start the event on the Discord here. Ah, for fuck's sake. Alright, what am I doing here? Get rid of that. Alright. Let's see. Continuing on with the checklist here now. We're going to do our run up here before we move, so the park brake will stay locked. We're going to go max RPM. We're going to adjust the power levels to 2,000 RPM. We're going to go ahead and check the overspeed. First on the left, we got the drop, and then we'll check the right. And we got the drop. And then we'll go ahead and check that. Propeller checked mid RPM. Auto feather test. Good. We'll arm the auto feather. And we'll go back to ground idle. Alright, we gotta set the flight director now. So we got cleared. Initial is just 2,000 feet. So 2,000 set. Flight director, we'll do vertical speed to start out of here. And we'll expect a heading. We'll set the runway heading when the time comes. Alright, steering taxi, that's good. Altimeter set, that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on with the checklist. Taxi checks, brakes check, steering. Okay, that's all the stuff that we gotta do for the taxi out. I think everything else I have set correctly. Just double checking. So I'm going to go ahead and that on. We'll put the seatbelt sign on, and yeah, we'll get ready to taxi now. Do we have an ATIS? We do have an ATIS. The ATIS is not showing any information. But we will persevere. Alright, so brake release. We're going to do a brake check. Brakes are good. We'll do our beta test. That's good. We're going to taxi in beta, since this thing likes to move. Nantucket Tower, or excuse me, Boston Approach. This is Piaggio 124 Charlie, ready to taxi on the ground at Nantucket.
November 124 my Charlie, Boston departure, runway 6, taxi via Bravo Echo.
Runway 6, taxi via Bravo Echo, Piaggio 4 Charlie. Guess we got a little hill.
We have far weather, but that's in wind.
So you keep the wind, temperature, and pressure have to be real world. Everything else can be adjusted. There's our little Catfish moving.
So then, is there a way to do that?
Yes, there is. In Microsoft Flight Sim, go to the little cloud thing and you can adjust all that.
Oh, I just have to manually look at what the pressure is then?
Yeah, you just have to go and look at what it is right off of like SkyVector or whatever. And then I'll have it for the takeoff and I'll kind of just leave it at that, and then a little bit before it's time to get to the landing airport, then I'll switch it to whatever the conditions are at the landing airport. That's good enough. Alright, so we're going to start doing our checklist here, chat. Tax checks, brakes check, steering is good. Airplane, steering check, prop reverse check, prop for the check. Okay, we did the run up before takeoff. Circuit breakers are in, anti-collision lights. We're going to go to air. Windshield heat as required. Not going to need a pitot install, so that stuff is on. Seatbelt signs are on. Flight instruments checked and set. Engine gauge is good. Warning, caution lights checked. Transponder is set. Bleed air switches are left and right. Fuel pumps are main. Condition lever is going to go to max RPM once we get closer to the end of the runway there. Let's see. Flaps check mid, they are. The trims are all set. Flight controls. Free and correct. Steering, we'll set for takeoff. It'll do it automatically. We're on the roll. Oil cool is off. Taxi and nav lights and all this stuff that we're going to turn on now as required. And ice protection is required. So we're good there. All we have to do is put the prop to max RPM for takeoff once we get to the end of the runway here. And we're going to put the noise reduction headsets on now.
Heading 030, the wind 040 at 14 gust 20, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Heading 030, runway 6, clear for takeoff, Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie. Look how quiet it is with the noise cancelling headsets, chat. Alright, we're clear for takeoff. Condition lever prop max. It's time. Kitty Monster, thanks for coming in today. It's time to go flying. Alright, heading 030, we'll maintain 2,000 feet, runway 6, we are clear for takeoff. It's 6, and the final is clear. And it's time to go. Where is VR, rotate, positive rate, gear up. Gear light is off. We're going to go ahead and get the autopilot on, yaw damper on.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, you're ready to contact the altitude pass.
Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie leaving 900 for 2,000. Flaps up.
4 Mike Charlie, thank you. Climb maintain 10,000, turn left heading 250, join the Tango 21608.
Alright, left, actually, can you say again the heading, sorry?
Left heading 250.
Alright, 10,000 and it's left heading 250 to join the airway for Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. And now we should be able just to go to nav now, and it should intercept. Yep, I see LNAV 1, and that should intercept the airway off this heading.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
And oh, we gotta go flight
Boozy
level
Chief
change.
Just resubbed for 3 months. Boozy's 2COZY.
And it is indeed going to capture the airway. Look at that. Good job, airplane. Good job. We're going to climb at 165. I went a little bit over on the speed there. We got to turn this guy off. We got to get the landing lights. I never turned on like an idiot. We got to turn this guy on. The gear's up. Flaps are good, so we're good there. We join the airway. We're climbing to 10,000, so we're all good now. Everything's good. Boozy, thank you for 3 months, man. I really appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're flying along with us. I hope you're going to fly in with us tonight for the event. We got Nantucket is covering Martha's Vineyard, Hyannis, and Nantucket. When we've got a tower on for West Hampton, we got a tower on for Islip, we got approach on for Islip, and we got a tower on for Republic. We're fully staffed for the event tonight. Both Boston and NYARTCCs have shown up for us. We are fully staffed. So let's go ahead and get them some traffic. Alright, so there's no true briefing for the event tonight, guys, unless Matt has anything he wants to say, since this is partially his event, but I don't think there's much of a briefing, correct, Matt?
Yeah, no, not too much. Just have fun and fly westbound.
Yep, and we've got a bunch of ATC on, pretty much full staffing almost for the event tonight, so hopefully we get a decent amount of traffic for them.
Okay, 327, say again, you're
327 at the FCO, activity active with no sector. I request VFR west.
Okay, 327, Roger, say
9,000 for 10,000.
Whether you'd like flight forward.
Request flight following VFR 8,000.
Okay, 327, Roger. Departures with me, squawk 2464. Okay, 327, thank you. Runway 6, taxi via Bravo and Echo.
We'll go ahead and speed up now at 10,000 feet to as fast as this airplane will go, which is not very fast, and we're on our way. And again, we're cheating a little bit, chat. This is supposed to be done VFR, but we're doing real world. We're going to do the IFR flight in the Piaggio first, but once we get to Long Island MacArthur, I'm going to hop out of the Piaggio. I'm going to jump into probably the Sierra, and then we'll fly out of, we're not even going to fly out of Islip because we're going to give Islip traffic on the front end. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to probably then switch over to Gabreski, fly out of Gabreski in the Sierra, and then go to Matatuck, which is 2-1 November, and then go to Bayport, obviously, 2-3 November, and do some fun stuff like that. Just to kind of give us something to do on the back half of the stream here after we get to Long Island, MacArthur, here in the Catfish. So we'll definitely switch up into the Sierra. We'll adjust the weather for all of that as well when we move over to Gabreski and take care of that this evening. Looks like we're probably only going to get about 240 knots indicated. It's about what I've been noticing is about as fast as she'll do here.
Boston departure, good day, November 239, Bravo, Lehman on the ground at Martha's Vineyard with information Alpha, looking for VFR departure to the west with flight follow.
Over 239, Bravo Lima, I see a flight plan on fire. Would you like to go IFR or VFR?
We're going to go VFR, 9 Bravo Lima.
Bravo Lima, Roger, would you like flight pull up? Roger, and November 239, Bravo Lima, departures of New Squawk 2005. And November 235, Bravo Lima, thank you. Martha's Vineyard, information Alpha is current altimeter 3034. Runway 6, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, we have information Alpha, 9 Bravo Lima.
Okay, 337 left turn out the approach, runway 6, clip take off the wind 040 at 14, gust 20.
Stand by for Sierra.
Roger.
Actually, it looks like we're pushing 145 is the highest I've seen so far. I do like this thing, Boozy, I do.
124 Mike Charlie, contact Providence approach 123.67, good day.
12367 for Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie, see it?
Yeah.
Providence approach, good evening, Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie 1010,000.
Or 124 Mike Charlie, Providence approach, altimeter 3036.
3036 for Mike Charlie, thanks for coming in today. Yeah, we definitely need more pilots to fly, that's for sure. They've got full staffing for us. We definitely are going to want to provide them with some traffic tonight. Looks like we got a couple of departures out of Nantucket, a couple out of Martha's Vineyard, and we got one out of Block Island. Excellent, excellent.
American 2839, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, right, 2839.
Yeah, let's see. Zeke Aviation. Thanks for coming in today. We took off out of Nantucket. We are going to Islip. We are on our way to Islip. We're currently in the air going that way. In our Catfish. Flight's good so far. Hoping we get some more traffic for the flying club flying out from either Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Hyannis, or Block Island, going over to Gabreski, Brookhaven, Islip, and Republic this evening. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more traffic from the club. So far, not as much as I was expecting, but it is just the start of the event that goes until 11, so we do have some time here. But hopefully we'll get some more club members to fly out. Good view of the Catfish.
2839, clear direct Kenty.
Direct Kenty for American 2839.
She's really not that ugly. She's a beautiful Catfish. But she's just weird, you know? It's weird that you got twin turbo pusher props on this thing. It's a weird little airplane. But, I guess it serves a purpose. I don't know what specific purpose that is. Probably short haul stuff, but it serves a purpose, I suppose. Noisy, weird little airplane. Yes.
Tuesday, November 239 Bravo Lima. We're about 15 miles west of Martha's Vineyard, 5,000 VFR westbound.
Alright, 239 Bravo Lima, Providence approach. The Providence altimeter 3036. What was your planned cruise altitude?
236 and 6,500 on Bravo Lima.
Alright, Bravo Lima, thank you.
Got the beer goggles on. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think it looks cool, man. I do. It's weird. It's weird, but I think it looks cool. It's definitely different. No denying that.
American 2839, can we have lower, please?
American 2839, they're 10 miles from Kentucky. Then maintain 2000 still established on the localizer. Clear to Alice, runway 5.
2000 still established, code ILS, runway 5 for American 2839, thanks.
Hopefully we'll get a little bit more traffic for all the controllers that we got online.
I only expect it.
We will make sure, chat, that we do provide more traffic for ETC. Like I said, once we land at Islip, the plan is we're going to take off out of Gabreski. And we'll fly out of Gabreski, and then we'll go putz around, and we'll do a landing over at Mattatuck and Bayport just for fun. But we'll make sure that we provide that a little bit more traffic to those guys as well, since they've got the full staffing going on for us. Making the turn towards Long Island right now, going towards Orchid. So we'd be coming up right over Block Island right now. If it wasn't IFR, we'd be able to see Block Island right under us. Because again, we got the real world weather on for now. We're going to turn the real world weather off. We're going to make it VFR once we switch and get to, do the flight from Gabreski to do Bayport and all those things. We're going to switch the weather to VFR manually. But for now, we're kind of stuck with what we got here, as they say, doing the IFR flight. I got a handful of people now. A couple on the ground in Nantucket, and one on the ground in Martha's Vineyard, still the one on the ground in Block Island. You got 3 of us in the air. Hopefully some more to follow.
American 2839, the wind 0608, runway 5, clear to land.
Runway 5, clear to land, American 2839.
Good evening.
American 2839, are you still showing snow on your ATIS?
Alright, 2034, yeah, latest METAR 7 minutes ago. I'm sorry, about 20 minutes ago, it's still showing light snow.
Roger, thank you.
Approach Air 327, VFR 8500, flight following 1 o'clock.
Air 327, Providence approach, the Providence altimeter 3030.
3026.
Discord. Yeah, you figured it out.
3036, 3036.
3036.
Yeah, bro, chill. To err is to human. To err is to VMC roll into the ground.
Oh, don't do that.
Air 4 Mike Charlie Montauk, altimeter 3030, descend and maintain 8,000.
Alright, 3030 descending to 8,000, Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. Here's a little descent, go 1,000 feet a minute.
Yeah, American 2839 is still snowing.
Roger, thanks.
Hope everybody's doing well in the chat this evening. That's where you watch this plane push its way through the sky. $9,000 descending 8,000.
Air 4 Mike Charlie, contact New York approach 120.05. Good night.
2005 for 4 Mike Charlie. Thanks for coming today. New York approach, good evening. Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie, level in 8,000.
124 Mike Charlie. ISO. 124 Mike Charlie, sorry. ISO approach, New York approach, altimeter 3025. I expect vector 2 ILS runway 6 approach, and you can expect lower shortly.
Alright, expect vectors ILS 6, Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. That's what we have in the box. We'll be good to go. Freaking cold here. I'm gonna cut up some leftover dew dishes. If I don't make it back in time, predict minus 103. You got it, buddy.
124 Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 4 Mike Charlie. This thing can be annoying sometimes. We'll start down.
Your Bravo Mike, contact tower 119.3.
19.30, Bravo Mike.
5,000 set. Doesn't look like we're picking up any ice yet, surprisingly. I have a feeling at some point that will change. 6,000 for 5,000, chat.
One two four Mike Charlie, fly heading 260 vector to final approach course.
Heading 260, Piaggio, 4 Mike Charlie. Alright, if that's going to be a vector to final, then we're going to go direct to this, and the final approach course on the ILS is 059, so go course 059, and we'll execute. And if we zoom out, we'll see a line drawn for the final approach right there for the ILS. Very good, very good.
How we doing, guys?
Doing good, thanks for coming today.
Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain a 3,000.
Pilot's discretion, 3,000, Piaggio, 4 Mike Charlie. $3,000 our discretion. We're not going to descend yet, because that'll probably put us into the ice a little bit quicker. Although we're probably going to be in some stuff here in a few seconds anyway.
I think I'll take out the caravan today.
Come fly with me, let's fly.
Mr. Leroy!
Melvin Leroy just resubbed for 59 months. The first computer dates back to Adam and Eve. It was an Apple with limited memory. Just one byte and everything immediately crashed.
That's great. Thanks for the 59 months. I appreciated that. That was pretty good. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you very much. I know you're going to be flying along with us this evening, or at least I hope you're going to be flying along with us this evening for the Outer Lands event. I'm sure you're probably getting set up. This Catfish looks awesome. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie, turn 5 left for wind.
5 left, 4 Mike Charlie. 5 left, he says. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, we got full ATC going. We got Nantucket approach, or Boston approach. Nantucket's covering Nantucket, Hyannis, Martha's Vineyard. We've got Long Island approach covering, New York approach covering the Islip area, which is covering Gabreski, Islip. We got approach covering Republic. We got towers at Gabreski, Islip, and Republic. We're full staffed here from Boston and NYA or TCC. Thank you very much to both of them. So hopefully we'll get a bunch more guys that are going to fly in for the event tonight.
740 Bravo Mike, roger. Radar contact, proceed on course. Let me know when you want to cancel.
Roger, we'll proceed on course, and I'd say we're canceled about 5 miles or so there by Mike.
Roger, you heading over to West Hampton?
At the time, I think so, just to see how the weather holds up.
Roger, sounds good.
Alright, we'll go ahead and start the descent now. Down to 3,000. Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie's leaving 5 for 3.
Roger.
Actually, it looks like we might have just lost the Nantucket approach, but I think Boston approach still technically covers it, so we still technically have coverage there. But again, New York's got us full staffed on the back end. Even got ground at Islip and Gabreski. Don't think I've ever seen Gabreski ground online. That might be a first. 4,000 is sending 3. This airplane does have ice detection, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if the ice light comes
740
on.
Bravo Mike radar service terminates squawk VFR frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Alright, VFR change.
We're definitely in the realm of potentially getting ice. I didn't realize it at first, but this airplane does have ice detection, so...
Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 2,000.
2,000, Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. 2,000, 3 for 2. And because we're going to be inside the Charlie now, we should probably start reducing our speed. Slow down to 200 knots. Technically, it's only within 4 miles, but we're getting pretty close to that point, so we're going to go ahead and slow down. We'll do the 200 knots.
New York approach, good day, November 239 Bravo Lima.
Getting a little bit of ice on the windscreen. Not getting any ice detection, but we'll turn the windscreen heat on.
239
Turn
Bravo
them on
Lima.
low.
Approach, hello, altimeter 3025, advise you have good rescue in sight.
3035, 3025, correction, and we have to turn the
239 Bravo Lima, roger. Traffic ahead, heading to your right about your 2 to 3 o'clock. 4 miles, same direction, altitude indicates 2,500 on the coast.
Yeah, we have that traffic inside our
239 Bravo Lima, roger. I'll cut you loose shortly.
We got a couple of arrivals into Brookhaven. Excellent. Gabreski's got 4 arrivals. So, you know, we might do Republic instead of Gabreski then, since Gabreski seems pretty popular right now. We'll see. Make a decision here. Oh, we got way slower than I thought we were going to. I'm trying to hold 200 knots, not 170. Whoops-a-daisy. Overspeed everything. There we go. That's a little better. Here's the Long Island MacArthur Airport in sight out there. Actually, the live weather is holding up. You know, it is marginal, but it is still hanging in there VFR. You just make sure that these speeds are still sent. I guess the wind is 70 at 8, so let me go ahead and change.
4 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 300.
300, 4 Mike Charlie. Let me go ahead and update these. Wind 070 at 8, altimeter 3025. 30.25. And the temperature is still 2. So we can send those numbers. Alright, very good. Didn't really change anything. And then I accidentally just clicked the flaps there, which I didn't mean to do. But
Mike Charlie, turn right heading 330.
330 for Mike Charlie. Localizer, IISP, course
4 Mike Charlie, you're 4 from Yoser, turn right heading 030, maintain 2000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 6 approach.
030, 2000 till established, cleared ILS 6 approach, Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. And we'll go ahead and arm approach.
American 53 departure.
There's the runway in sight. We might be able to get away with still doing the live weather for this flying into Bayport and to Mattatuck, potentially. At least with what the sim is giving us now.
124 Mike Charlie, contact tower now, 119.3, see it.
19.3, 4 Mike Charlie, thanks for coming in today. Oh, I hit a wrong button here. That was the very aggressive 100.3, okay. Gear down. Long Island Tower, good evening, Piaggio, 124 Mike Charlie, runway 6.
124 Mike Charlie, Long Island Tower, traffic departing prior to arrival, the Cessna 172, wind 080 at 8, runway 6, clear to land.
6, clear to land, Piaggio, 4 Mike Charlie. And we'll go flaps full, down. We'll go down to the VAP, which is 125. We got the gear down, flaps full. We are clear to land. Landing lights are on. Auto feather is on. The prop sync is off. See what kind of landing we can get out of this Catfish. There's what it looks like with the gear down. It does look kind of funky with the gear down. Funky looking bird, no doubt, but I like it. You can see we got that little bit of crosswind here.
Number 985 Quebec, when able.
Alright, we got the runway in sight. We can go ahead and take the autopilot off.
You can then contact departure 120.05.
Squawk 2220 and contact departure 120.05.
I do like how as soon as I say that, the sim decides it's going to lag. Go figure. Amen. Thanks for coming in today. I will do my best to butter this thing. You will notice, though, it still has the glitch that they're going to have to fix where as soon as the main gears touch down, that nose is going to snap right down. That's something that they're going to work on with the next update as far as I've been checking out in their Discord. No matter how much I pull back on the yoke, that nose is just going to slam right down as soon as the main gears touch down. That's the sound of the trim, by the way. That. This thing likes to float just like every other airplane in Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, see how that nose just comes right down as soon as the main gears touch down. It is apparently a known issue.
Did I do my last call on here too?
No, you're good. Take the next right turn here. Should be taxiway Bravo. We can go to ground idle. For Mike Charlie's clearing on Bravo, we're going to modern.
124 Mike Charlie, welcome to Long Island. Contact ground 135.3.
Tree 5 tree, for Mike Charlie. Long Island ground, a good evening. This is Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie. We're clear on taxiway Bravo going to modern aviation.
Piaggio 124 Mike Charlie, Long Island ground, glad to have you. Taxi modern via Charlie Sierra.
Charlie Sierra to modern aviation. Piaggio 4 Mike Charlie. Thanks for coming in today.
Glad to be here.
So we're going to taxi the FBO. That's pretty much straight out ahead of us there, chat. Let's look at this after landing checklist. Turn the radar off. Transponders, fine. Anti-collision lights, ground. Auto feather off. Still shows up as Shelch Air instead of modern in the scenery. That's fine. That changed. It happened pretty recently. We go straight into the FBO here. Give ourselves some Knights Princess parking. This thing sounds real good in the beta. That's a pretty good parking spot right there. We'll go ahead and... Actually, let's get out of the way of the main taxiway there. Come a little bit more forward. That'll work. Alright, parking brake set. Avionics switch is off. Bleed air's off. Power lever is idle. Condition lever is ground idle. Hydraulic pump off. Condition lever cut off. All electrical switches off, so this comes off, this comes off, this comes off. Fuel pumps are going to come off. These guys are going to close up shop. And then the very last thing is the battery comes off. and the passengers get to enjoy their princess parking. Landing rate. Let's see what the landing rate was. Yeah, I would say that I beat you there. Not by much in terms of the 1.05 Gs, but minus 133. Solid landing. Solid landing. Not bad. Not bad overall. Definitely would consider that smooth. We have this really nice islip scenery. I see a United. It's a United Airbus that's right there in front of us. And the United does not fly into Iceland as far as I know. But yeah, pretty nice little scenery. You got the fire trucks here. That's cool. So awesome, awesome stuff. And looks like there's plenty of traffic over at Republic. And there's plenty of shit. The traffic looks like it's pretty spread out between the 3 New York airports. So now we got a tough decision to make. But I still think maybe we'll go with the original Gabreski takeoff out of there. This way we can get to Mattatuck first and then head on down to Bayport to kind of close it up. So what we're going to do is we are going to switch into the Sierra. We're going to keep everything weather-wise real except for the ceiling. And we'll switch into the Sierra over at Gabreski. We'll take off and then we'll fly over to Mattatuck, which is 2 November. And then down to Bayport, finish it up. We love Bayport here, 2-3 November. And then we'll call it good on the stream. So that's going to, let me go ahead and put myself in, though, for attendance for the Flying Club event, since I have satisfied that need. And I landed about 4 minutes ago. We'll call it 0135 Zulu. Alright. We'll go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. And we will then run up the next step of our plan here.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Continue. Our Jersey Aviator.
Jersey Aviator just resubbed for 6 months. 6 months, gotta do better than that, love you.
Thank you, Joseph, for the 6-month resubscription. I appreciate you very much, man. Alright, let's go ahead. Crate Vermin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that as well. We're going to switch over to the Sierra here. Where's the livery that I like? The livery that I like is down. Where's the livery that I like? Don't tell me they got rid of the livery. The livery that I like. There's no way, right? Oh, it's down here. Okay, good. We'll go G5 530. This one right here. We're gonna go over to Gabreski. We're gonna go ahead and adjust the weather. Well, we're going to adjust the weather once we get in. How about that? Because we want everything else to be the same except for the ceiling is the only thing we really need to adjust. So let's go ahead and do that once we get in game here. Sometimes it takes a while for this to get all loaded up here. So again, we're gonna do now, chat. We're gonna do Gabreski, and we're gonna eventually end up in 2-3 November, which is Bayport, which is the official home of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club. But we're gonna make a stop first at Mattatuck, which is 2-1 November. So really, we're gonna take off out of Gabreski, pretty much go. It's almost a straight shot right off the runway. And we're going to go fly into Mattatuck here, right off the water. And then after that, we'll kind of depart back out again. We'll remain clear of the Delta on the way back across into Bayport, remain clear of all the airspace, and get into the Bayport Aerodrome using the proper procedures. With the wind, it's going to be runway 36 at Bayport, so we're going to do the 36 procedure at Bayport. I hate when it loads up kind of like in this spot right here. So we're going to slew a little bit to like right here. And then we're going to get, let me get this thing sorted here. Give me a second. Let's see, we're going to go to flight plan. Just getting Volanta set up now. We should be able to. Why did I close vPilot? What am I, an idiot? Don't answer that, chat. So here's our Sierra. Again, it doesn't have the dynamic registration, which is a little annoying. I wish it said 124 Mike Charlie instead of that, but we're going to call ourselves 124 Mike Charlie, of course. Let's see. Connect. November 124 Mike Charlie, BE24 Sierra. Connect. Rescue ground is 121.8. So we'll get on in here. We'll go ahead and go batteries, avionics on. We'll go beacon on, nav light on. Let this thing kind of get going on its own here. Let me change the stream title now. BE24 Sierra FOK 21N 23N. The title may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy. What? Is it because I have FOK? There's no way that it's because it is FOK, so I had to put KFOK. That's hilarious. Apparently FOK is too close to the F word that they won't let it be in a title on Twitch. That's hilarious. That's great. Gotta love it. Alright, let me go ahead and get the fuel open here. Let's get that guy open. Get the fuel pump going on. Where is the fuel pump? I haven't flown this thing in a hot minute. Fuel boost on. And we'll clear the prop, clear left, clear right, clear prop. Fire in the hole. Alright, again, we do need to adjust the weather. Oh, it won't let me adjust it outright, huh? Okay, so let's... I do have to put in then manually the weather at Gabreski here, so that's going to be 070 at 5. So wind 070. And we'll do, it's 5 knots.
Rescue ground, good day, November 239 Bravo Lima, off of runway 6 on Charlie.
Okay.
November 239 Bravo Lima, good rescue ground. Hello, welcome.
Altimeter.
Taxi straight ahead on Charlie. And
Needs to be 3028. No, that's not even close. 3028. There we go. I don't know what the humidity is. I don't know that I care. The ceiling needs to be adjusted. That's fine. So we should be good with this. This should all be good with the way we have it set now. So that's real world adjusted with the ceiling raised, so we're good to go now on the VFR, but having still the real world conditions per the VATSIM code of conduct. Oh, the temperature. I got to change the temperature too. Whoops, let me do that real quick. Temperature is definitely not 59. The temperature is 02. So let me change that. 2 degrees. Excellent. Okay. So now we're good. Now everything is set the way that we want it in terms of the weather, as it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and, again, we're going to go to 2-1 November 1st. So let me put 2-1 November for reference, because this airport can be pretty hard to find. So I'm going to load it up in the GPS here. 2-1 November. Guys, just make sure when you're done flying that you mark yourselves for attendance in the evening and in the Outer Lands attendance channel, please. Alright, what did I just say we were doing here? Going direct to Anatok, that's good. We only have to go 10 miles. Pretty much straight shot out of here, 10 miles. Alright, so we're good here, we're good. I think we're ready to go. We will use the real CTAP frequency at Matatuck, which is, what is the real frequency at Matatuck? Let's open up a chart here. Looks like the CTAP frequency at Matatuck is 122.9er. Alright, so we can go ahead and then release the parking brake, and we should be good to go on everything in this airplane now. And you know what, I'm going to set, we're not going to go any higher than 1,500 feet, so I can have that set there too, just for reference. Rescue ground, good evening. Sierra 124 Mike Charlie. We are ready to taxi VFR to the northeast, negative on the flight following.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, good rescue ground. Hello, runway 15, taxi via whiskey.
Runway 15 via whiskey, Sierra 4 Mike Charlie. Alright, so since it's going off of 15, we're actually going to have to make a left crosswind departure to go up to the northeast chat, which works all the same for me. We'll get our taxi light on. Looks like we're making Gabreski the place tonight. Yeah, Gabreski's pretty popular, it looks like, tonight for the event here. Does indeed look like the happening spot. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. Pretty sure 15 is going to be right here at the end of this taxiway, which it sure looks like it is. A couple arrivals into Brookhaven. Islip's got some traffic. It looks like almost a little more residual traffic more than anything at Islip, which is kind of hilarious. But that works for public too. But yeah, Gabreski looks like a pretty popular destination for the flying club right now.
Remember 124 Mike Charlie, contact tower on 125.3. Thanks for coming in today.
125.3. Thank you for coming in today. Don't forget to mark yourself for attendance, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go do that now. Thanks.
Rescue Tower, good evening. Sierra 124 Mike Charlie, ready for departure, VFR to the northeast.
Denver 124 Mike Charlie, good Rescue Tower. Thanks for coming in today. Runway 15, line up and wait, traffic landing the crossing runway.
15, line up and wait for Sierra 4 Mike Charlie. Thank you for coming in today. I like how there's a big X on this runway here. But it does exist, so you're wrong, Flight Simulator.
November 124 Mike Charlie, on course departure approved, wind 080 at 5, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
On course 15, clear for takeoff. Sierra 4 Mike Charlie. And we're out of here again. Put the headset on so it's a little quieter. There we go. Oh, definitely a little bit more squirrely than the Piaggio.
November 222 Foxtrot Golf, welcome to Gabreski, contact ground point 8. Have a great night.
Alright, pause the rate. No more use the runway gear coming up.
Foxtrot Golf, good night.
Alright, so what we're going to do is autopilot on, yaw damper on, we got the altitude, we're going to let it climb, and we'll go heading. Banks so hard on the autopilot, this thing. Look at that, it's going to roll almost right past the heading that I had set for it. We're going to go a little bit more to the left, actually. We don't have to go too far. Manitok's going to be right off the coast here, right on the water in front of us pretty much, so we're not going to have very far to go. So almost pretty much as soon as we get the frequency change approved, we're going to be right away switching to the CTAF and making calls inbound to Manitok.
November 124 Mike Charlie, frequency change approved. We'll see you.
Frequency change approved for Mike Charlie. See you. So 122.9 is the CTAF for Manitok. So we're going to call it right out right away. Manitok traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie. It's about 8 miles to the south, inbound for a full stop on runway 01, Manitok. So it's going to be straight into runway 1 here. We don't need to be going so fast because this is going to happen quick. So I'm going to pull back a little bit on the manifold. Actually going to go ahead and get us back down to 1,000 feet. We don't even need to be at 1,500. We can go down to 1,000 feet. And that airport's going to be pretty much straight ahead of us here. Somewhere on the coast, we got to keep our eyes out for it. It's going to be on a 010, so it's going to be slightly like a slight left turn to kind of join the straight in here. But we got to find it first. That's going to be the hard part. It's not an easy airport to find. Bayport, I know where it is because I've got experience with Bayport. This place, not so much. So yeah, we're really going to have to slow this down because this is going to come quick. I still don't quite see it, but we're going to keep looking for it. It's definitely tucked into some of these trees here, but it is right off the coastline. Actually, it might be a little, yeah, no, it should be right off the coastline here. It's going to be tough to see. So we're going to start getting even a little bit. I'm going to turn the autopilot off actually at this point. We're going to kind of just do it by feel here. Start getting slowed down. Get to the point where I can get the gear down so we can get rid of the horn. There we go. Again, I know that the field's going to be out ahead of me somewhere. I just don't quite remember where to find it. let's see. We don't want to get too here. 500 feet's fine. The airport's still going to be right out in front of us off the coast somewhere. I still can't see it yet. It might be, is it right? It's going to be right off of maybe this little inlet here, I think. Let's see. Manitouk is harder to find than Bayport, but again, I have familiarity with Bayport, so like I know where Bayport is just from past practice. We'll just follow along the coast here until we find it, because it is somewhere right off of the coast here. I think that's it right there off the left. I think I got it in sight right here. Out of truck traffic, Sierra 124, my Charlie's on. Final for runway 1, Manitouk. I think it's right in here. Yep, right here. This little cutout that we're looking at. Yep, there it is. Snuck nice and hidden between the trees. And we're going to have to clear the trees to land too. So we'll get the flaps all the way out and get nice and slowed up here. This is a difficult one to get in and out of, and the sim doesn't help with the tree that it has right there at the end of the runway. That we are going to have to be careful, because it'll probably give us a crash if we clip that tree. Here it is, just tucked away nice and neatly here. It is a paved strip. Nice settle in.
New flight plans?
Oh no, I did not. Look at that. That was a nice landing though. Manitouk traffic for Mike Charlie is clear of the runway. So we're going to stop right here for a second. Put the parking brake on. And then we'll get ready to go to Bayport here in just a second. Let me go ahead and... I'm going to disconnect from their network real quick because I want to refile a flight plan. Give me 1 second, chat. Un momento, por favor. There we go. Now we can reconnect, and now we should have a new flight plan filed.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Yeah, the scenery's a little,
Good Fixins just resubbed for 43 months. Smells like cinnamon.
Thanks for coming today, Good Fixins. I appreciate the 43 months. Yeah, this scenery's definitely got something going on. This is an older scenery that was made, I think, by Johnny Hayes. And I'm guessing that there was a sim update that definitely screwed around with it a little bit. But the runway's still there. So, but we're going to fly out of here now and then go over to Bayport. But yeah, unfortunately it looks like this scenery definitely got affected by some update. Alright, so let's go and get ourselves set up. And we'll go ahead and just depart off of runway 19 here. Manitouk traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is going to depart off of runway 19er departure to the south. And we're on our way to Bayport. Yeah, we're just doing we got the Bayport all finished up. Now we're going to fly the Sierra. We just landed in Manitouk. We're going to depart out of Manitouk and go over to Bayport. Because why not? Why not? Bayport is fun. We are going to set the flaps for this departure here. Where is my flap setting? Alright, and away we go. Yeah, the scenery is all sorts of jacked up, and again, this has got to be because of some recent update to MSFS that jacked up this scenery. But at least the runway's here, so that's something. So let's go to Bayport. To 3 November. Oh, we're going the wrong way. I'm going towards Gabreski. I want to go towards Bayport. We got to go to the left here. That's right. I'm oriented. That's right. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going, chat. I swear. I swear I know where I'm going. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the heading synced up. We'll go heading, autopilot on, vertical speed. We're going to climb up to, actually, we're not going to go all the way up to 1500. We're only going to go up to, we're going to go to 1000. So let me go ahead and level off here. We'll go 1,000 feet. We'll go 25 squared. Switch the fuel tanks. This way we stay below the Charlie. And we also need to make sure that we're going to avoid the Gabreski. Where is this taking me? I feel like this is not taking me. Yeah, this is taking me somewhere that's not correct. This will help, though, with staying clear of the Gabreski class Delta. But that was definitely not correct, whatever that was. So we'll go ahead and we're going to heading ourselves over to the South Shore here. Actually, let me keep flying this way, make sure we're fully clear of the Gabreski class Delta before we make a move to the South Shoreline. And actually, what I should do, since I'm already kind of out this way, is we're going to probably have to request a transition through the airspace. So we'll do that. We'll get to the South Shoreline, and then we'll talk to Gabreski Tower and get a South Shoreline transition at 1,000 feet in their class Delta. That sounds like a plan. So we'll tune their frequency.
Clear land, runway 6, 49 Alpha.
November 23 Foxtrot Whiskey, welcome to Gabreski, contact ground 121.8.
121.8, thank you for all the help, see it.
No problem, see it. November 239er Bravo Lima, for further advisories, contact New York departure 120.05. You're welcome, we'll see you.
Suffolk County Tower, Sierra 124, my Charlie.
I'm sorry, there was a couple of people calling. Was someone trying to call Gabreski Tower just now?
Yeah, it's Suffolk Tower, Sierra 124, Mike Charlie.
November 124, Mike Charlie, Gabreski Tower, go ahead.
Yeah, 4 Mike Charlie, we are about 8 miles to the east, 1,000 feet. We'd like to do a transition through the Delta along the South Shoreline on 1,000.
November 124, Mike Charlie, Roger, proceed as requested, altimeter 3027.
3027, transition approved, 4 Mike Charlie. There we go, get a little class Delta transition. Lurking because you can't do 280. I don't blame you, Melvin. Get your flight in. Focus up. Enjoy the ride. we're going to transition the Gabreski's airspace on the south shoreline here. Flying nice and low. Give everyone on the beach. Oh, there's not going to be anyone on the beach because it's too cold. So we'll just give ourselves our own show, I guess, if you will. On our way to Bayport. And it's going to be runway 36 at Bayport based on the winds. So let me pull up the image here for Bayport and show you guys exactly what we're going to be doing. Bayport runway 36. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to follow this red line. We're going to come up over like the little White House, which is going to be out here just to the east of the jetty. We're going to pretty much go straight off of that until we hit the train tracks.
November 1549er Hotel.
From the train tracks, we'll then make our kind of a left base for runway 36. We'll make sure that we're obviously on the west side of the school here. And then we'll line ourselves up for the final to runway 36, and that'll be the runway 36 arrival into Bayport. Now, real life Bayport would be closed right now. They are not open during the winter time. But since we're already having to adjust the sim weather to daytime and VFR and all the other things for the event, why the heck not? We always love Bayport. And that's why there's definitely a little bit lacking in the realism when it comes to that end. But we're still going to do the proper procedure. We'll make sure we don't bust the islip Charlie. Otherwise, we'll hear about it from our controller that's controlling the islip class Charlie. Definitely, and if you staff it, they will come type of night, though. Republic, Islip, Gabreski, all getting traffic. Some of it flying club, some of it not. There's a handful of aircraft I'm looking at that are definitely not flying club members that are bopping around because of the event that we're doing this evening. Slushy G, good evening. Thanks for coming in today. There's Gabreski. I do controlling on VATSIM as well, correct? I mostly control Kennedy as well as all the other minor facilities, such as the ones we're messing around with tonight on the flying end for NYA or TCC. We're on our way to the Bayport Aerodrome to finish up our portion of streaming tonight. Starting training in VATCAN and Edmonton FIR soon. Any tips to be successful? Just know your SOPs well. So if you've got documentation for the SOPs, definitely study those. That's really what's going to be helping you. And even when you are controlling, you can reference those SOPs. I have the SOPs open for Kennedy all the time, even though I've been doing it for thousands of hours.
November 124 Mike Charlie, traffic 12 o'clock, 7 miles, opposite direction. Out of 1,700 is a Skyhawk reported in sight.
Yeah, it looks like we have the traffic at sight for Sierra 4 Mike Charlie.
November 124 Mike Charlie, thank you. Maintain visual separation.
4 Mike Charlie. Just in case we lose sight of him, because sometimes it can be weird with the VFR, and we'll keep this open just in case on my other monitor, a little VFR map. Looks like he's at 1,700 feet, so we should be good right now. Yeah, definitely study up on the SOPs and, you know, have it available to you. Those resources are available to you for a reason. And have fun. Try to be relaxed. It's, you know, it's at the end of the day, it is still VATSIM, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. You want to study. You want to make sure you're prepared. You want to be as professional as possible. But at the end of the day, if the two dots touch, nobody's going to die because it's VATSIM. So no pressure, no stress. Have a good time. calling me a cheater, that's fine. I don't care. Just, I know I'm going to probably lose sight of this guy because it's hard to see the VFR traffic in this sim. So I just want to make sure that, just in case, I want to be able to make sure that I don't run into him, since I said I was going to maintain the visual. I don't want to make myself a liar to that end. But right now I think we're going to be fine. He's inbound to Gabreski. She's not going to be a factor to us.
November 124 Mike Charlie, you're exiting the Gabreski class Delta. Would you like further flight following?
We'll take a negative on the flight following. We'll take the frequency change.
November 124 Mike Charlie, frequency change approved. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for coming in.
See you, buddy. Alright, so Bayport CTAF is 122.7. So we're going to switch our frequency to 122.7. And we'll make our calls when we get closer. Yeah, absolutely, Slushy G. This is would be definitely a good place to start if that's something that you are considering. On the pilot end, I thought VATSIM was a great tool. It definitely helped me out a lot with phraseology, even when I was starting my pilot training. So, yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it's something that will be interesting to you, so that you would, you know, if you're looking to make the change. We're coming right out into this area right here. Once we get over the bay, stay below 1500. Then we got to get below 700 before we cross the inner shoreline on our way into Bayport. And again, we're doing the 3-6 approach into Bayport this evening. I love the way this thing sounds, I really do. They got a nice sound pack in this one. I'll give you guys some sounds here, a little airplane ASMR for you briefly. By the way, that landing in Matatuck was quite nice, chat. I'm going to show you guys real quick here. It was a minus 76 at that landing into Matatuck earlier, so I'm proud of that. See if we can improve on that, even still going into Bayport. Alright, so now this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and turn the autopilot flight director yacht amp off. I'm going to do everything by hand now on the rest of the way into Bayport. And we are going to get down below 700 feet as we get closer to the inner shoreline here and start getting ready for the approach into Bayport. I'm going to go prop full. We're going to start slowing this airplane down a little bit. can see on the map the little cutout for Bayport right there. That's the cutout that we're going to try and stay within, and we got to be below 700 feet to stay inside of that cutout. Alright, chat. Let's see if we can get a good one here into Bayport. I gotta find the entry point along that inner shoreline, so we're gonna start turning in towards the inner shoreline here. Again, we need to look for the White House that's just to the east of the jetty, and then we'll fly it inbound. Make sure we're on the west side of the school, get to the railroad tracks, and then make our left base turn. To 3-6 of Bayport. Yeah, if you have a VATSIM account already and you enjoy doing the GA stuff, you should join the Virtually Safe Flying Club. Good Fiction just brought up the Discord link right there. Thank you, Good Fixins. I appreciate you doing that for me. Alright, so we're below 700 feet right here, so we'll try and maintain this altitude for now. I gotta start looking for the White House.
Mike, how's the Vonti?
Oh, I'm enjoying the Catfish very much. Very, very much.
I'm tempted to reinstall Microsoft just for it.
Alright, let me look. Alright, that's not the correct one, right? No, it's still out here. Alright. The White House is like over here somewhere. I think we still actually got to come a little bit more this way. I think I'm a little too close. Yeah, I think we're a little too close. It should be out over here now that I'm looking more at my GPS here. So we're a little bit too tight. But we're below, you know, everything right now. As long as we stay below 700 feet, we're going to be good. Alright, we're looking for the jetty is right out over here. So the White House is going to be right pretty much along the shore, pretty much right here. This ballpark area right there. So that's what we're going to be shooting for. So we're going to start slowing up here. There's the White House. This is the White House we're looking for right here, chat. Bayport traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is over the shoreline for runway 36, Bayport. Okay, now we want to stay again this side of the school, west side of the school right here until we get to the train tracks, and then we'll make our base and final into runway 36. Here comes the tracks. Bayport traffic. Sierra 4 Mike Charlie is base runway 36, Bayport. So we follow up over the tracks, and then we just turn final when it's time to turn final like we normally would. And we'll do a nice soft field landing. Again, this west side runway is the one that's open in the sim. Clear the trees. Keep it off. Keep the nose off, holding the back pressure since we're on the grass here. And we're going to exit to the left. I'm going to go park in front of the hangar on this side because it's pretty. Even though normally we go to the other side over there. To the right, we're going to exit. Bayport traffic, 0124, Mike Charlie is clear of runway 36, Bayport. So we're going to wait for my sim to stop lagging out. There we go. And we're going to taxi out over here. Again, we're holding, you see how I've got my yoke full back here, Chad. I'm keeping that back pressure off the nose, or keeping that pressure off the nose, rather, as we're taxiing on the grass here. And we'll go park up in front of the nice, beautiful hangar. And in true MSFS fashion, we have guys that are over here waiting for us already, which makes no sense, but you know.
How long are you going to be on for?
Almost done. One second, baby. Oh, that's right, I am muted. I had to mute because I was talking to Sarah. Alright. Anyways. Yes, I've done this in real life, Boozy Sheep, many times. I think I've done 5 or 6 landings of my own at Bayport. I've also ridden with other guys as well in and out of Bayport, but I've been here many times in real life. I've done both the 3.6 and the 1.8 approach in real life before. So yeah, I definitely have a familiarity with this field since I have done it in real life. It wouldn't be open this time of year. It's not open during the winter. It's only open from the spring to the fall. But you know, in the sim we get to do what we want. That's the luxury of Microsoft Flight Sim. But yeah, welcome to this is the official home of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club, which is Bayport Aerodrome. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for us, chat. We have completed our missions. We have done the Virtuous Safe Flying Club event. We've also done a little bit of fun flying as well. The landing ended up being minus 155 at Bayport, so a little bit firmer than I was hoping for the soft field landing on the grass, but it's still not bad. You know, plane definitely still usable again. So that's going to do it for me for the stream tonight. Let me see who else is still streaming. I know that Jersey Aviator is doing ice up ground. He's doing an ice up ground for the event this evening, helping cover for us. We appreciate him for doing that. So why don't we go ahead and give him a raid. So make sure you go follow Jersey Aviator, my good buddy Joe Pence. He's a real world pilot as well. Let me get that squared away. So this is going to be my last stream for a hot minute, chat. I'm pretty busy with work the rest of February. I just want to put that out there. So good chance that I don't stream again at all for the rest of February. But I do have some time in March that I will be able to get on and stream. So otherwise, we'll see you then. But for now, like I said, work is going to kind of take over for most of the rest of this month. So it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys the last couple of nights, doing the streams in the Piaggio and this guy as well. And like I said, go say hi to my good buddy Jersey Aviator, please. We're going to give him a nice little raid. Till next time, thanks for coming in today. See ya.